To new details on the sonic boom scare over Washington, D.C. We are learning it took more than an hour to scramble F-16s after getting no response from the plane that was off course. Our transportation correspondent, Gio Benitez, is at Joint Base Andrews in Maryland. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Robin, good morning to you. Yeah, an urgent investigation is now underway into what happened inside that private plane. Officials believe everyone on board passed out. And now this morning, there's that big question about that delay with the fighter jets.
This morning, ABC News obtaining dramatic audio capturing the tense moments over the nation's capital as serious questions are raised about the time it took for fighter jets to get involved.
If you hear this transmission, contact us on 121.5.
Fighter jets scrambling to catch up with an unresponsive private jet flying in restricted airspace at around 3 p.m. Sunday. The F-16s causing that sonic boom heard across the D.C. metro area as they hit supersonic speeds. Listen as the fighter jets struggle to communicate with a small plane.
Aircraft tracking 7275. This is an armed air defense fighter on guard. Contact us immediately.
But it turns out, according to the FAA, that controllers alerted defense and homeland security officials a full hour and a half earlier.
This is an armed air defense fighter. You have been intercepted.
The FAA telling ABC News it lost contact with the Cessna jet at 1:28 p.m., just 15 minutes after it took off, as the small plane was headed toward New York City. But the plane overflew Islip Airport on Long Island and turned around toward Washington. That hour and a half gap in time and action now taking center stage.
When an airplane like this is pointed directly at New York City and is not talking to anybody and then turns and points directly at Washington, D.C., there's a question about whether NORAD should have scrambled jets earlier so that the aircraft could have been potentially intercepted before it reached Washington, D.C.
Tragically, the plane crashing in Virginia, leaving a crater and little else. 4 people losing their lives. These photos from social media showing some of the victims. Adina Azarian and her 2-year-old daughter Aria. Azarian's friend telling ABC News she was very, very transparent, authentic, and knew what it meant to be a friend. She was focused on bringing Aria into this world. It happened, and it was a dream, and this is just a tragedy.
And the investigation into what happened with that plane will likely take over a year to complete. And that's if we ever find out exactly what happened, because so little physical evidence was left behind, Robin.
So tragic, as you said. All right, Gio, thank you. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.